Flame Broiled Palace has established itself firmly in the quick-service dining landscape with its signature fire-cooked patties, distinctive marketing, and dedicated customers nationwide. But don't be deceived by the regal imagery. Several offerings on their menu fall short of deserving royal recognition. Beyond the eye-catching promotions and temporary specialty items, certain selections are, according to employees, simply not worth your hard-earned money. Some of these menu choices may sound enticing, perhaps even triggering fond memories. However, kitchen insiders tell a vastly different tale, one featuring subpar components, inadequate preparation methods, and pricing strategies engineered to extract maximum profit while delivering minimum value. If you've ever departed from FBP wondering, why did I purchase that? This presentation will resonate deeply. Today I'm unveiling the 7 flame-broiled palace items that staff members recommend avoiding. And believe me, the top offender is so disappointing that some employees question whether it qualifies as actual cuisine. Before making your next uninformed selection, watch this entire video. Your finances and digestive system will appreciate the guidance. Before we begin, tap that thumbs up icon to ensure this information reaches more discerning consumers like yourself. And follow Budget Companion for unfiltered analyses, fast food revelations, and regular advice to enhance your dining experiences, reduce expenses, and avoid marketing ploys permanently. Let's dive in. Number 7, poultry strips. At initial assessment, poultry strips appear to be the quintessential fast food victory, crunchy, convenient for sharing, and promoted as a premium snack option. Yet employees reveal they're merely a clever repackaging of inexpensive chicken in disguise. Behind the scenes, these items frequently remain beneath heating elements excessively long, causing moisture loss and developing a rubbery consistency before reaching your table. So while their appearance suggests freshness, you're often consuming something tepid, tough, and nearly inedible. As one previous staff member candidly stated, they rapidly cool and lose all textural appeal. You'd be wiser avoiding them entirely. Here's the true injustice. You're paying premium rates for reduced quantity. The chicken content isn't greater. You're simply receiving fancy packaging and marketing tactics that psychologically suggest you're enjoying something special. It's pure illusion, and they're profiting handsomely from it. Smarter alternative? Select the standard poultry nuggets instead. They're not only more economical, but actually retain heat better, remain juicier longer, and provide more consistent flavor throughout consumption. Don't overspend on slender, desiccated chicken pieces and elaborate packaging. You merit superior value for your expenditure. Number 6, FBP towers with multiple patties. In advertisements, FBP towers appear as a meat enthusiast's fantasy. Successive layers of beef, cheese, bacon, and sauce stacked impressively high. However, the reality behind the counter differs dramatically. Staff members disclose that these oversized sandwiches are frequently assembled hastily with minimal attention to presentation or stability. What arrives is typically a disorganized, lukewarm construction collapsing from the bun and disintegrating into a greasy disaster before your initial bite. It exemplifies the classic disparity between expectation and reality, and you invariably end up disappointed. One insider summarized perfectly: looks impressive in marketing materials, but transforms into chaos when served. Compounding the issue, you're paying substantial premiums for something barely maintaining structural integrity. The promotional materials suggest abundance, but you're actually purchasing a poorly constructed mess featuring cold bacon and condiments that saturate the bread into mush before unwrapping. Smarter alternative: craving that layered experience without the messy letdown? Order a double cheeseburger from the value section with customizations, additional pickles, bacon inclusion, sauce modifications. You'll experience nearly identical flavors, significantly improved construction, all at half the cost. Don't succumb to size-based marketing. FBP's tower sandwiches demonstrate that larger doesn't equate to better. Number 5, seafood sandwich. This revelation might surprise some readers, but the seafood sandwich at Flame Broiled Palace represents one of the most significant menu pitfalls. Superficially marketed as a lighter, more refined alternative for those seeking something beyond traditional burgers, beneath the wrapper lies a disappointment of monumental proportions. Staff acknowledge the patties are frozen blocks of inferior seafood, frequently overcooked externally while remaining mushy internally, assuming you receive one that's even warm. It's the kind of sandwich you regret midway through consumption if you manage to progress that far. One employee spoke frankly, "I've witnessed more customers discard this halfway than finish it," which communicates everything necessary. The dimensions are embarrassingly minimal, the flavor barely detectable, the texture a soggy, pitiful concoction disintegrating with each bite. Why does it persist on their menu? Nostalgia. FBP recognizes people remember consuming these during childhood and capitalizes on those memories to maintain sales. But today's product represents a mere shadow of remembered quality. Smarter alternative. If genuinely craving seafood, bypass the drive-thru entirely. You'll derive significantly greater satisfaction and actual freshness from grocery store delicatessens or establishments specializing in seafood. Flame-Broiled Palace built its reputation on fire-grilled beef, not fish. Regarding seafood offerings, they're clearly operating outside their expertise. Number 4. Breaded cheese sticks. These appetizers should theoretically please crowds. Crispy exteriors with soft, melted interiors, featuring that satisfying cheese stretch that perfectly hits the spot. However, FBP's version more closely resembles a disappointment exercise wrapped in cardboard. Former employees indicate preparation is hurried and quality assurance virtually non-existent. The outcome? A container of items either rock solid and excessively fried or completely deflated and undercooked. Consistency and standards are absent. Every order represents gambling where the establishment nearly always prevails. You might anticipate that tantalizing cheese pull showcased in advertisements, but typically encounter a hollow shell of fried coating containing no cheese whatsoever. It resembles biting into shattered expectations. Even when cheese appears, the flavor profile remains flat, processed, barely warm, and minimally satisfying. One employee described candidly, "They're either concrete hard or melt into the container." The issue transcends quality concerns. It's the sensation of deception, paying for something rarely matching its advertised representation. Smarter alternative? Stop wasting money on these disappointing items. If desiring something cheese-based, select a cheeseburger from the value section. It's consistently hot, reliable, and actually delivers advertised promises. Breaded cheese sticks at FBP represent nothing beyond fast food deception, appearing comforting visually but revealing their true nature immediately upon consumption. All marketing, zero substance. Number 3, Junior Royal. The Junior Royal previously represented the benchmark for budget-conscious flame-broiled palace enthusiasts, a smaller sandwich delivering reasonable flavor at fair pricing. Those days have ended. Currently, it exemplifies how quick-service restaurants quietly reduce value while hoping consumers remain oblivious. Employees confirm portion sizes have diminished progressively while prices increase subtly. You're receiving less product while being sold the perception that this remains a worthwhile purchase. In reality, it's evolved into a minimal effort misdirection. One employee spoke candidly, "After unwrapping, it's predominantly lettuce and bread. That's not hyperbole, it's precisely what awaits inside. A patty so insubstantial it barely covers the bun, concealed beneath toppings creating illusions of greater size." This represents textbook fast food shrinkflation. Reduced calories, decreased meat content, zero satisfaction. Most egregiously, they continue marketing it as a value option, recognizing most customers won't question wrapper contents. But following that initial disappointing bite, reality strikes quickly. You're paying full price predominantly for filler ingredients. Smarter alternative. When truly attempting to maximize spending efficiency, abandon the junior sandwich and construct your own combination using value menu items. Select 2 cheeseburgers, add preferred toppings, or combine with small fries, suddenly creating genuine volume and flavor at equivalent or reduced pricing. You'll not only depart satisfied, but avoid the trap of paying for branding rather than substance. Quick service dining represents business operations, and the Junior Royal demonstrates they're capitalizing on nostalgia while quietly delivering less than ever previously. Number 2, frozen beverages. Visually appealing, refreshing, and photogenic. Those brightly colored slushes screaming summertime enjoyment in cup form. However, behind their vibrant appearance lurks one of the most unsanitary, overpriced, and underwhelming offerings across Flame Broiled Palace's entire menu. These beverages require machines demanding strict, frequent sanitization procedures. The unfortunate reality? Employees confirm this crucial step frequently gets overlooked. The consequence? Sour, artificially flavored syrup combined with melted ice carrying undertones of what exactly? It's not imagination playing tricks. It's inadequate maintenance concealed beneath sugar and synthetic coloring. One employee stated bluntly, when machine cleaning gets neglected for days, consumers detect it immediately. Once noticed, it becomes impossible to ignore. That peculiar aftertaste doesn't represent innovative flavoring. It reflects corner-cutting consequences. More troubling, you're paying premium prices for vessels containing 90% flavored ice, 10% subsequent regret. Virtually no actual beverage exists within, merely frozen filler triggering sugar spikes that crash harder than initial expectations. This perfectly demonstrates how fast food marketing sells experiences while completely disregarding value and quality considerations. Smarter alternative? Skip mysterious mixtures entirely. Stick with fountain beverages when desiring cold refreshments. Better yet, bring personal drinks and save money. This simple switch prevents risking consumption of residue from improperly maintained equipment while avoiding wasting funds on one of quick service dining's worst investment returns. Few ice crystals and neon coloring shouldn't command such prices nor accompany such health gambles. Number 1, garden offerings. Let's communicate honestly. Nobody enters Flame Broiled Palace craving crisp, garden-fresh vegetable medleys. If you do, we require serious conversation. Garden selections at FBP aren't merely disappointing. They represent clear evidence that quick service establishments desperately attempt fulfilling categories outside their legitimate expertise. Staff openly acknowledge these represent the least requested items across their entire menu. That alone should trigger caution. When food remains stationary, it sits. When sitting occurs, spoilage follows. The outcome? Limp greens, rubbery components, stale bread pieces, and dressing packets likely surviving multiple seasonal transitions in storage. One employee communicated without sugarcoating. When ordering vegetable medleys at Flame Broiled Palace, don't. These supposed healthier alternatives are marketed, making you feel better about quick service dining decisions. But let's identify reality. It's a guilt manipulation. You're paying premium prices for products nobody genuinely recommends, created using ingredients nobody properly monitors, prepared by personnel trained for burger grilling rather than vegetable arrangement. You're not receiving health benefits, freshness, or even flavor, merely illusions of all three. Smarter alternative. If genuinely attempting healthier consumption, you're already standing inside the wrong establishment. Skip quick service dining completely and select something fresh from grocery, delicatessens, salad establishments, or literally anywhere not specializing in flame-grilled beef production. Options will be fresher, more economical, and won't leave you questioning why your greens taste like packaging materials. Garden offerings at Flame Broiled Palace don't represent healthy alternatives. They're marketing mirages. Avoid the deception. Now possessing insider knowledge regarding which Flame Broiled Palace items staff recommend avoiding, you've gained advantages most customers lack. You'll no longer fall victim to glossy promotional materials, clever packaging, or so-called value meals, extracting more money while delivering less substance. These menu traps are designed deceiving consumers, but now you can navigate the system intelligently. Tell me, which revelation surprised you most? Have you previously fallen for any of these quick service disappointments, believing you were making economical choices only to experience disappointment? Share your experiences in comments below. I read every submission, and likely others have encountered similar situations. If this information helps you make wiser selections, or you simply appreciate candid discussions about value-worthy purchases, activate that like button. It significantly helps this content reach additional consumers tired of feeling cheated. Subscribe to Budget Companion for weekly videos containing smart shopping strategies, honest evaluations, and methods maximizing every dollar spent. We exist helping you shop wisely, eat better, and stop wasting resources on unfulfilling products. For clarity, this presentation isn't attacking Flame Broil Palace or quick service dining generally. Millions enjoy their offerings daily. Our objective remains straightforward, providing genuine insights from behind counters, enabling informed decision-making, and maximizing value during every visit. That's Budget Companion's fundamental purpose. Thanks for watching. See you next time.